Fox just out with fiscal third quarter results. The broadcaster reporting adjusted earnings per share of 94 cents. That's better than the 87 cents that was expected by the street. Revenue also coming in ahead of estimates, and the company is authorizing a $7 billion buyback. That stock right now up by about 4%. Joining us right now for more on the quarter and the state of media is Barton Crockett, senior analyst at Rosenblatt Securities. And Barton, you've got a neutral rating on this stock. Does anything you hear here change your mind?
Look, I think it was a solid quarter. It's a backward-looking quarter. You know, I think the neutral rating that we have reflects the pressures and the opportunities at Fox. So what we see is a company that's very fully exposed to the pay TV bundle, where we see big secular kind of headwinds. You know, what has been the opportunity for Fox is they've been a very excellent executor within that bundle. But that execution kind of story begins to be challenged by the news flow recently with the settlements, the loss of a popular anchor. And so while this quarter was a good quarter, they had the Super Bowl, the ad trends, affiliate trends were all slightly better than we had been modeling. EBITDA margins were good. The question is, what's going to happen from here with ratings taking a hit, the transition from Tucker? I do think they can navigate this. I think they have a history of elevating people, you know, that they take the slot, they tune into the audience, and Fox moves on. But this is a bigger, more interesting challenge, I think, than what they've gone through in the past. So a little bit more of a nail biter from here.
A bigger, more interesting challenge because of Tucker Carlson, or a bigger, more interesting challenge because of the legal settlement that they came to and the additional lawsuits that still remain?
I think both of those things, and also just the world, right? So, you know, you could have people go off and you know, start services like The Blaze and not matter. But the internet's bigger. The opportunity for somebody to go off and do their own thing is bigger. So, you know, I think that the backdrop for someone like Tucker to go off and be, you know, large on their own is much more meaningful than historically. You know, what does that mean in this day and age of, you know, essentially creators, personalities able to get more resonance than ever before on their own?
Hey, Bart, just quickly, there's a bunch of stories out today that advertisers are returning to the 8 o'clock hour, some of them that were uncomfortable with some of the content of Tucker Carlson. But the ratings got to be down. I don't know. You probably know how much ratings are down with the new people. Is it sub fees still for Fox? Or was it, how did they make so much money when the advertisers had already left? A lot of them had left Tucker already. Was it, I mean, it's more sub fees anyway. So does this help that advertisers are coming back even though to much lower ratings? You know, yes, the affiliate fees are and subscriber fees, you know, Fox Nation, that's really the core of this business model. Right. It does insulate you from advertising. But, you know, a more kind of friendly, advertiser-friendly kind of person in the seat there, sure, that could be great. You know, we'll see how they execute, you know, but you need your audience. If you lose your audience, you don't have anything. And you know, that's the test that they're facing right here. Can they manage this transition like they have the others? Have you thought of the possibility, what if, will they let Tucker Carlson out of his deal? And I mean, you could see, he is different than Bill O'Reilly or anyone else. You could see him going like to a Newsmax, and that would be a viable, theoretically, competitor to Fox, it almost seems like. They could almost displace Fox for that audience. Would they let him out? Look, I don't know what leverage Tucker has to get out. You know, clearly he has the kind of ability to kind of jawbone and talk and make things, you know, painful for people. And I don't know. I mean, I do think that for Fox, it's good for the business if he's not on the air for this presidential cycle. I don't know if they can accomplish that, but it'd be good for them.
Barton, just in terms of what happened, the lawsuit that was brought against them, the others that are in the wings waiting, how did that happen?
You know, it's a head scratcher to me. I mean, you know, I was a journalist before I became a sell-side analyst, and you know, there were always attorneys who looked at, you know, things I did that were controversial, and would stop me from, you know, getting into a place that got me in trouble. And I would have assumed that that would happen at any professional media organization. It didn't happen here at a level that is, just amazing. I do think it'll have to happen going forward. I don't think you can be a viable business without better lawyering and better respect for the legal risks than what this company has had.
Which means what for the people who have been there through this? They have more oversight, or it's different people?
I think it's more oversight. I think you'll have an attorney, reviewing and people listening to what the attorney says. They better, or there's going to be more problems.